What's going on, Illumineers, and welcome back to the madness. We have our third set of card reveals, your one-stop shop. Not a lot to look at today, but what that opens up is over the next 2 days, we're going to go back, get all the card reveals that we've missed, and kind of get those rolling so you guys can see those as well. Before we start, though, don't forget the giveaway is going on. Check out the link in the description. Get yourself some free cards sponsored by Safari Zone Collectibles and my own wallet, my way of giving back. But let's jump right into it. Let's get this started. Shorter video today. We're rocking and rolling with Monterey Jack. He is a 4-cost inkable. He is a 072. This man has got a big butt. He's a big rat, right? I think he's supposed to be a rat, a mouse. I'm probably gonna eat a lot of crap for that. A chipmunk? I think he's a chipmunk, right? Whatever. What he's something. But he's a 072. Um 4 cost. Yeah, boy, it's interesting. I don't I don't think he will see any play. I mean, maybe there's a world where he can see play because he's a 4/7, but the problem is he doesn't trade into anything. Into purple, they can fox crab it very easily. They can build tempo while killing him, and he's just so easy to remove with 0. So we got all this new bounce stuff, or the advantages of bounce. So bounce decks will probably be more prevalent. And yeah, I think Monterey Jack, as cool as you are, 4 costs, you're just a little too expensive for not being able to trade with anything. And we're starting our video off with a 1. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm sorry, man, but starting off with a 1. All right. Next up, you came back. It's a 3 cost on inkable action. Ready chosen character. I love the name of this card, like because this is such a touching moment in the movie where she just doesn't expect Stitch, to come, but uh, like she thought she was doomed, right? And then that I got goosebumps, guys. Nobody gets left behind. So ready chosen character though, it's a 3 cost on inkable. I don't think it sees any play. Why? When is a green deck going to have 3 ink sitting around to play this kind of card? I just don't see it ever happening. And the fact that it's uninkable makes it even worse. And I think this is another 1, which is a bummer because I don't think we see a lot of usable Stitch cards very often. Lilo and Stitch cards. I mean, we have Lilo, right? The 2 cost or the 1 cost to lore, but yeah, I think unfortunately it is a 1. Fun fact, I actually have Ohana tattooed on my arm, so on my family side of tattoos. But moving on, we have Scrump. It is a 2 cost inkable item. I made her. Tap one of your characters. Chosen character gets -2 attack until the start of your next turn. This is kind of neat because now it's a way of questing or singing and something can't challenge you. Okay, it's kind of cool. Maybe it's kind of neat, but you have to tap one of your characters, and Steel Song's already suffering with that because they need to quest out. We already think Steel Song is going to go more aggro next set. Green Yellow is not really doing this either. I guess you could do this with Green Yellow. You exert one of your characters, and then Muses can bounce it. Uh, I don't know why they might need an item though. Items are just kind of weak into this set where red blue is so prevalent, and red blue will be just as prevalent next set. Um, I can't just keep giving 1s, but I think I have to. I just don't see why this ever gets used. We'll give it a 2. We're going to give it a 2 because it could have synergy with those bounce effects. Maybe a green yellow deck, just trying to do a whole lot of bouncing. And so maybe there's something there. So we'll give it a 2, a really low 2, a high 1. All right, for our boy Scrump, our girl Scrump. Next up we have Nani. She is a 5 cost inkable. She is a 3/5/2 with support as well as I'm so sorry. You pay 2 ink. Chosen character gets -1 until the start of your next turn. A 1? Is she really? Are we gonna just reveal ones today? Um, pay 2 ink. Chosen character gets -1 until the start of your next turn. She's a 3/5/2. She costs 5, so she's super slow to get out. Um, Jeez. You don't even really care about just in time with it. Um, I think it's another 1. I think Nani's a 1. I don't see a world where we're trying to play this in any sort of deck, and yeah, I think she's a 1. Sorry. So, Lilo and Stitch, you're killing me. But next up, surely David will bring us back. He's a 3-cost inkable, and he is a 3/3/1 showing off. While you have a character named Nani in play, this character gets +2 lore. Ooh. So what's rough about this is there's no good Nani cards, right? I don't think we have any good Nani cards. We just saw this Nani card that was not any good either. The 3/5/2. Yeah, so we have one other Nani, and she is a 5-cost 3/6 bodyguard. She's a 3/6/2. So she's really slow. So she doesn't even come down before David, which means now you have this 3-cost 3/3/1, potentially 3/3/3 that can't be played until later on. And so he's really a 6-cost card, essentially. I'm gonna give. It's conditional, and I think that's really bad. I'm gonna give David a 1. Uh, cool. He might be able to quest for 3. Well, okay, so I guess you could play him on 3 and then Nani on 5, or maybe you have a Pluto down and you play her on 4 and then he quests for 3, like Piglet. Um, but both the Nanis are 5-cost inkables, sure, but I just I can't do it. He's a 1. Unless we have to see more Nani. And even then, if we see more Nani, this is so conditional. At least with Piglet questing for 3, it's just 3 characters on board, including Piglet. But this, to get 3, means you have to have Nani, and we just don't have a good Nani right now to make playing David worth it. His effect is cool, but I'm gonna give him a 1. He's not gonna see any play, unfortunately, unless you're just trying to do a Lilo and Stitch theme deck. So next up on our list, though, we have Stitch, the Little Trickster. He's a 2-cost inkable, a 1/3/1. Need a hand. You pay 1 ink. This character gets +1 attack this turn. So this is really cool because I think this is the first card where we can manipulate the attack in this way, meaning we draw this late in the game and or whatever, maybe you don't even have a 3-drop, so you're like, you know what, I'm going to pay 3 ink, and now he's a 4/3 on turn 3. That's pretty cool. I know, seeing on Reddit, I know a bunch of people are mad about this card because it messes with their categorizing stuff. That doesn't bother me. I think it's kind of cool, the whole 626 thing. If you guys didn't know, he is from set 6, Azurite Sea, and he's number 26. And normally those low numbers like that are for amber cards. But they wanted to do the whole 626 thing. And I think that's really cool. So shout out to you, Ravensburger. I like the idea. But getting back to the card, this his card, it's unique. He's a hero, so he's more Pride Land support. I think maybe there's a combo there. I'm gonna give it a I'm gonna give it a 2. Yeah, a 3? Did we give it a no, it's a 2 cost. We give it a 2. We give it a 2. I'm probably being a little generous because I like the 626 thing and I like the idea that it's doing this new mechanic. We'll give it a 2. Yeah. Yep, I like 2. I like 2. Next up, we have a non-English card, and says make some magic. It is an amethyst, and an amethyst action card is a 3-cost inkable, and it says move 1 damage counter from chosen character to chosen opposing character and draw a card. Move 1 damage counter from chosen character to chosen opposing character, draw a card. Uh, hmm. I am either just super pessimistic today or maybe just really mean. I don't know, but this is another one for me. I We see all Steel Song. See, we have all these draw one cards that are way better than this. Be Our Guest is one of them where you draw one card. Um, When Will My Life Begin is another where you draw one card, and they both don't see any play. Hardly ever. Very, 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 very little play, and it's mostly just testing it out to say we don't like it. And so I don't see a world where this comes into play, and you're like, you know what I'm happy to do? Draw one card, and that is worth replacing something else in my deck. And moving 1 damage from chosen character to chosen opposing character is so minuscule. Like any more, what really is doing 1 damage? I don't. It's a one for me. I don't see a world where this is played. It's like on 3, I'd rather play Friends on the other side, and I think Finders Keepers is 5, so you can play Finders Keepers for 5 to draw 3 cards. And yeah, Make Some Magic is another one. I I can't do more than that. So but that brings us to card of the day. It was a rough day of reveals, guys. Um, I was hoping there was more, but my card of the day, it has to be 626 Stitch. Um, I like that it's a hero. I like its new mechanic. I like what Ravensburger did with the whole 626 thing. Is it gonna be a prominent card? No, but the more Stitches we see, the more excited I get for the wife. Imali loves Stitch, and so that's just really neat for more Stitches. Always ready in an emergency. Always ready in an emergency, usually because he caused it. So that's my card of the day, guys. Not a great day for reveals, but we're going to make up for it this weekend because we're going to hit a bunch of the reveals that we got earlier on that I wasn't making these videos for. But as always, everyone, I appreciate your support so much. I thank you for watching these videos. I didn't expect as many of you guys to really be enjoying them like you are, but that's really cool. So I'm glad you enjoy it. I enjoy looking at them, especially trying to do it as live as I can and kind of like coming up to the card and being like, "This is it. This is really cool." So, as always, guys, happy and healthy. That's the goal. Until next time, I'm out.